We are back online.
I had to do this. I'm sorry. I had to do it because of the comment. I was like, are we only going to see Dave tonight? I just like pulled myself out.
It's like, wait, he's gone.
We lost it again.
Okay, for real. We are back online. At least Ashes. I never went offline this time. I've had a couple close calls in recent weeks, but no, we're here. Michigan's back, full of power, full force. Yeah, so we'll touch a bit on Knots. I know it's a few days removed, but we got Torino coming up. And yeah, Dash, how's it feel to be back in like not the Stone Age anymore?
You know, it's good because you get to take a hot shower and not sit there and think, shit, do I have enough water in my hot water tank? Can I do this? Does this make sense? But, you know, I don't want to dwell too much on it because I'm sure we probably have some listeners across certain areas where, you know, they don't really have stability in the receiving power and energy and stuff like that. Yusuf, thank God Dash is live. Guys, geez, come on, man. It was just an ice storm. It wasn't like Armageddon or something. But yeah, just to kind of summarize it mid-live where we were, you know, having a great conversation. Zap, everything went out. But we had a really nasty ice storm, which was like over an inch of ice, and like every kind of tree imaginable was just like, yeah, we're not holding this, Chief. So lots of tree damage, lots of people were without power, and it took a couple of days to get everyone back, but I'm back. I'm here. I was in the comments because I was actually at a restaurant. I had to work at a Tim Hortons.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. I was joking around about it being Taco Bell, but I was actually at a Tim Hortons.
Of all places. That's a Canadian place, by the way, for those who don't know.
And that was the only way I was able to get work done because, you know, I still had to work. I still had a job. So I was working at a coffee spot. Nothing like college all over again. But yeah, I did that. I was able to stop in, troll you guys a little bit on the live stream. But, you know, now
we appreciate it.
Actually here, like physically.
You know, America screws up a lot of things, and I didn't think they could make Tim Hortons coffee any worse, but they somehow did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when they're owned by Burger King.
Burger King, yeah. It's all a mess.
You know,
is it?
They have go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to think of the name. It's like Food Inc. or something, the name of the conglomerate.
I think it's Yum.
Something stupid.
Yum?
Anyways.
It's owned by PepsiCo.
Really? Them too?
Well, shoot, no, I lied. PepsiCo is Long John Silver's and KFC. And then whatever.
I got this. Restaurant Brands International. I told you it was crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because McDonald's and Coke are like this with each other. And I don't think...
And FIFA.
And FIFA.
There. See, we talked about soccer tonight.
Yeah, boom. There we go. That's our opener on food. Come on, guys. We're the Turn Giants. We always talk about food. And some other cool stuff. I think Tuesday we're actually going to release a really dope podcast episode too. Yeah. So we have some cool guests coming on too. So stay tuned for that.
So, I mean, I kind of alluded to it, and people might be wondering how much research they should do. It's going to be on SC Freiburg. We're going to break down the team. So just a heads up on it.
Freisberger. That's what I call him.
Freiburgo.
FC Freisberger.
Yeah. Man, okay, so they're a little bit more difficult than I thought, actually. Have you started looking at them at all?
I have. I'm a little bit yes and no. Just because I'm looking at their defensive record, and I'm kind of like, of course it's hard to play in Germany. I think I'm more kind of like, I'm not licking my chops, but again, you know, just based off of, and we're going to talk about Knots, but I don't know. I wasn't too worried about them. I was okay. Like, I'm not saying that it's a cakewalk or anything like that, but we'll go over it when we talk about it. But Freisenberger isn't something that I'm really too crazy about, because I'll say this: they've conceded 32 goals in 22 matches, so that's not a good defensive record, by the way.
But yeah, we'll break that down a little more in depth, get down to the layers, give you a dedicated video. So the double take this week won't necessarily be us hitting something controversial so much as we're just gonna break down Freiburg, because I don't think a lot of us really. I don't have much.
It's Freisenbergers.
Freisenbergers. Okay, Freisenbergers. There's the American coming out. Yep. As we just come off, talking about Burger King. Oh man. So I mean, let's get right to last Thursday there, and let's just Di Maria. I mean, how do you
What a player.
You have words? I don't have many words because
I don't. That was just the first goal was pure filth. Like it was unbelievable.
yeah,
Oh,
it's quite insane.
like top corner from a one-touch shot. But I think, me and you had the opinion where it's just kind of like pump the brakes. Let's not, go full Armageddon here. I don't think it's the end of the world or anything like that because of the first match. And everybody was on their high horse saying, I hope Allegri's cheeks get exposed tonight and all this other crap. And dude, we put 19 shots on them. 5 of them were on target or big chances. And here's the crazy thing too. We had 12 shots on target against Knots.
Yeah, we did well. It was a good game.
We peppered them.
Oh, and let's be honest with ourselves a little bit. We were up by a man for most of that match.
We were. But, and the thing is like, you know how I said this where everyone was kind of talking about the penalty against Bremer and how it wasn't called. And then some people were like, oh, that's kind of a soft red card against Knots. I disagree on that one because he legitimately stopped a goal scoring opportunity there. Like,
and that was the main key right there, is that it was a clear goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah. And the thing is like, and I made that argument back then where I'm like, if you give the referee any pathways to make a call, they're gonna take it and make it as a call. And also like looking at the way that the guy moved his hands, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's kind of intentional. Like you can try to sell it as much as you want as an unintentional slide. That's intentional. So
I don't know. It was raining quite heavily too. People were sliding around. I don't know.
You can make the same. I know, but I'm saying you can make the same argument about Bremer, where it's like, I didn't put any force on that dude's shoulders. But granted,
I know.
Bremer shouldn't have tried to head that because that was all Locatelli.
I'm not making excuses. Just from a Nons perspective, if you're a Nons fan, it just sucks. We know that feeling, right? So in that sense, I kind of felt for the Nons side, like, man, that is. It's it was soft, but the rules are black and white in that sense, and they were interpreted pretty well. So you can't get too mad, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, that sucks, but I'll take it.
That's pretty much it. There's not really.
And then the PK that came after it. I mean, that was pretty. It was ice cold. I think that was the most impressive part. Is he didn't really think much. Yeah.
Yeah, the header was really awesome too.
Another delayed reaction goal this week. Can't keep up because similar. So, and then Chiesa's non-goal. So that's 3 games I think in a row that were like razor thin between like in or out. Just that vertical underneath the bar.
I wonder if I can. Nope, I just have the first one, but. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That was just ridiculous one-touch football. Like, that was insane. Yeah, do the volume. Fair use, everybody. But, like, yeah, look at that. It's just the ball from Fagioli is what makes this even better. Yeah. Like, he just dices it through, and then it's just a one-touch into the corner. Like, that is just ridiculous. Like,
it was. Yeah. No, it was beautiful. That pass, too, was... It came in with some pace. Very direct, right? So, the great pass as well.
It's just that the finish, chef's kiss.
Yeah. Now the other 2 were a little more routine. Penalty kick, obviously, and then that header. I guess as in terms of headers, it was fairly routine, right? Nothing too crazy. He just got on it, got it in. But the fact that it was 3, and the fact that first one was, and we called him the spot. I don't know if there's anyone that will argue best goal of the season so far. Juventus, so. Like for the
team? Guys, you had Allegri just go like, like he turns around, just like you can see it from his face. He's like sitting. He's like, oh shit, wow.
Yeah, again, speechless. There's not much he can say. It was beautiful.
It's a meme. We've got a meme from it now.
Yeah. So I mean, that was great. Obviously, moving on. So. We did do the draw early morning. You guys were still offline. No big deal. But yeah, draw Freiburg. So Tuesday. It's either going to be Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, depending when the editing gets done. So we'll get the breakdown on Freiburg. Freisenberger.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah. And we're gonna do that. So that'll be fun. That's March 3rd. All right. 3rd and 9th? Or no. Am I thinking about another date? Let's look that up because
No, it's the second Thursday.
because the women's team has to play inners. Okay, let me look at the women's team real quick. Juventus woman. Because they won today as well. So they unfortunately they couldn't catch up to Roma. They finished the season at 40 points, 8 behind Roma, but 5 clear of Internazionale. I don't know why I said their full name. That was weird. But they play them. That's what it is, March 4th. So that's the semifinal for the Italian Women's Cup. So it's kind of weird how the season's already over, but the cup continues on. However, that's how they do it. 10 teams. So March 4th and March 11th. So I got to get those locked in. And now just Juventus. When do they play? You said that was the second? Like the men's team?
Yes. Thursday the 2nd for the Europa League.
Okay. I got these all locked in my head. There's so many games going on. It's confusing sometimes. And yeah, that was on this morning. It was on the Discord. So speaking of which, I mean, guys, if you want to watch some of the under 23s, the females play, hit the Discord. I got the thing. The thing's up there. QR code.
Yeah, the QR code.
It's in the link. It's in the description. Sorry. The link is in the description. But also right now, I must advertise the official Juventus Discord server. They're trying to become a partner of Discord itself. It's pretty big. We're at 650. 648, yeah, 648 users just on that server alone. So if you just want to deep dive on the Discord servers in Juventus, I mean, we're linked in with that. They post all our videos as well, so it's great. Check that out. Look in the description, scan the code, and that's it. Branding. Please like and subscribe because I always forget to say that as well. That being said, so Knots is over. We're looking forward. It's Derby. It's the Derby days.
Torino. It is. We're getting into Torino. So, yeah, Twitter's been quiet, guys. So, we're going to wait for the anti-Allegri rhetoric to come out, tomorrow, probably, more than likely. Because, I was just surprised because I don't understand how much hate this guy is getting right now. Because it's like...
he always does, though, in a sense.
Like, seriously. Like... The topic, this conversation that I want to bring up, and I'm kind of curious to see what the chat thinks about it. But like, there are people that are just blatantly hoping that this guy loses. Like, how are you a Juventini if you want your team to lose just because you can't send a coach?
Yeah, that's very, very petty.
Like, isn't that odd? No. So, like, for example, you're in, the Europa League or the Coppa Italia final this season, and you're like, I hope we just lose because I want Allegri to get exposed and trashed. It's like, seriously?
Yeah, that's not cool. It's not cool. That doesn't make you a good fan. Why are you a fan if that's...
Because it's like, I'm hearing this like for the Knots game. Like, I hope Knots beats us so we can get him sacked. And then it's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I just find that super weird. Like, and then and it's the same people that say Zidane is going to be our hope and savior. I'm like, all right, great. That guy's never built a team from the ground up, and you're trying to tell me that that guy's supposed to be the savior.
But more links to the Derby. So that's I'm conflicting reports. Sorry.
I think, yeah. The funny thing about that is like, I guarantee you they watched our rebuild video and they're like, hey, let's link ourselves. Or they probably, whoever wrote the article watched our video and was like, oh, hey, look, Juventus might be interested in him. He would be one of those options when you're legitimately doing a full rebuild. Like, I guarantee you, if you were to take Allegri out now and put De Zerbi in this squad, he's going to have the same issue Allegri has. We've tried doing it. Like,
yeah, we tried. There's 3 different coaches.
Yeah,
two on the same guy twice.
Yeah, it's just, guys, stop with the coaching carousel, man. Like, unless Juve is like legit, like, hey, we're going to blow this whole thing up and start fresh, then you look at it from a philosophy change. But we're not going to do that. It's going to be plug and play. It's the honest truth. So you got to make do with what you got. Like,
again, we talked about that too, though.
Yeah, and I did. And I was talking about it with Sam, and then my power cut out. But because like the thing is like they were saying like Man United is doing X, Y, and Z. Do you not realize how much money they have to spend?
Yeah, there is that.
for them to do that entire like the fact that they were able to splash 70 million on Casemiro boggles my mind.
Yeah, no,
And
that's
then
a
it's
lot.
and then it's like, okay, great, you have Luke Shaw or you have Rashford, who that guy was worth a crap ton of money, and he's like the only player that Man United brought up from their youth team. It's like him, and then it was supposed to be Greenwood, but Greenwood is, not a football player anymore. But yeah, I don't know. Even like, for example, the expenses that they spent and stuff, like Ten Hag needed to spend over 100 million euros to get certain guys that he wanted. And like, yeah, he's turned it around or he started rolling it. But again, I hate people using Premier League teams to like compare us like, oh, if we did what these guys did. It's like, guys, Man United gets 160 million just off of TV revenue
You
for
gonna
their
watch
transfer.
the Jake Paul fight? Question
The
from
what?
Sarthak. Jake Paul. He was some like YouTuber that decided to go into the MMA or something. I'm not really into it. I don't like giving those guys any attention. I think he's a goofball. So
Still a thing.
yeah, it's still yeah. So no, my answer is no. I think our
Yeah.
answer is no. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm into. I'm not into watching it. I suppose. Like I appreciate the sport and I've dabbled in it a little bit, but at the same time, I don't find it that as entertaining to watch as some other things. And it's always so late at night.
Yeah, the main event's always at like midnight because they're in Las Vegas, so it's like they have to. Like every boxing thing is like that. It's insane.
Yeah, just doesn't like I don't even watch hockey because it starts at 7:30. It's like, man, what's the
Yeah.
point? I'm sleeping. I get up early. This is
And
my
then
thing.
Pipo says, "I am here, boys. It is time for the Philip Kostic does the winning goal in the City
Going
Derby."
for Kostic. All right.
Bones wants to blow it up.
What are we blowing up?
He's talking about the rebuild, the
Oh,
rebuild
right.
discussion
Yes,
that we
yes,
had.
yes.
Yeah, and then Pipo wants a full blown rebuild, and he knows what he means. Real life is messy, and about the pasta. Blow, and I think he's saying this with the Schwarzenegger. Blow the motherfucker down. But people wants to know what's happening with Illing Jr. Allegri is sleeping on him. Give him a few minutes.
Yeah.
Well, like the thing is it's kind of tough for Illing because guess who plays in front of him? Kostic. So Kostic is the starter. So it's kind of tough to take Kostic out of the game. And then where
Yeah,
else are you going to
so
play him? Unless he's capable of playing on the right side, which I don't know for sure. If
apparently
he
he
is,
can.
he
We haven't
can.
seen it. We haven't seen him play for the Juve senior team on the right, so it's hard to say for sure.
My only issue with the wingback position is now that DeCilio and Cuadrado are both healthy, now you don't really see Sule as much, where he's kind of disappeared. But look, the thing with Illing and Sule, those guys got to ball out in practice, man. Like it's literally it. Like it's what training is. You got to beat these guys for your starting role. I know it sounds cliche, but Illing's just not doing it right now. He's not beating Kostic. It's kind of the thing because, like, think about it. That left side is stacked. You have Chiesa, you have Kostic, and then you have Illing, who's technically third choice on that left side. Because Sandro's, I think we can agree that Sandro's officially migrated to being a center back. So it's like very, very, very difficult, in my opinion, for Illing to really get minutes unless it's garbage time, which he did against
Yeah,
Nantes, right?
he's getting that. I would like to see him get a bit more. I expected really that last match being up 3-0, up a man, that he would have gotten more than just was the last 10 minutes, I think.
I'm surprised he didn't get subbed in 2 minutes or when we not 2 minutes when we went up 2-0 because usually red card and you're up 2-0, that game's pretty much garbage time at that point. So
Yeah.
that one I was a little bit surprised with. Surprised he didn't rotate that much, but again, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so you have technically 5 days of rest until the Torino derby.
Yeah, this one isn't as bad.
Yeah. The only thing is my question is does he rotate going in from Torino to Fries and Burger because that's Wednesday and then Thursday. Oh wait, no, there's no game this week. My dumbass. Sorry. There's no Europa League game.
Yeah.
So it's the 9th.
Next week.
Yeah, it's next week. Brain fart. Let's go.
Yeah,
That's hey, man,
Tuesday match.
That's what happens when you been in the dark ages for an entire weekend. You forget things, guys. So
You were at Tim Hortons drinking shit coffee, stealing Wi-Fi. You knew what was up.
Yeah. and then cold showers and all that fun stuff. But people, I think Illing just needs to work harder. That's really it. Because at the end of the day, coach has got to pick the best players available, and right now, people, we got to give Kostic his time. Kostic is dominating right now that left flank, so difficult,
People,
very very difficult.
people again with the black shirt. He was calling that on the watch along. He really likes the black shirt, and he thinks it's good luck. And yeah, screw the third kits altogether, I think. So
Yeah, every time we wear the black shirt, we have played better, and when we wear the purple and
yeah, that stupid purple
pinkish,
thing.
yeah, we always play terrible. I always because we wore that against Spezia in that Spezia game. We all know how that one went.
Oh man, yeah. So Torino, how are they doing this year? Are they a threat? Is this another squad rotation, or are we coming at this one?
I think just due to the schedule, I think they come at them.
It is the Derby. We typically do well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised because let's look at it here. So Torino on the table. Torino's right below us. So this one's a good game, points wise. But we've been deducted 15. But yeah, Torino's at 31. But looking at Torino's statistics,
They're not having
Torino,
a special year.
no, and the thing is, it's an Ivan Juric team. They don't score. They only have 24 goals in 23 matches. So that's terrible. And
And
for all,
hold on, are we now tied for the most clean sheets in Europe
are we?
with Barcelona at 16?
Oh, you mean that joke of a team that couldn't get past Man U? Those bums.
I wasn't here to trash on Barcelona. I
Oh,
was just
I'm going to because all of their fans were like, "Yeah, number one in La Liga, we're back, guys." No, La Liga's trash. That's what it is.
well, Madrid. It's always hard. Madrid and Atleti.
Yeah,
They're
but
good
Madrid
teams.
actually took care of business with Liverpool. Barcelona couldn't take Man United out. Like, geez, man.
Well, man, you are on a bit of a streak as well.
I'll just say this about Barcelona, and I'll stop trolling them. But that's not a team. I don't care what they say about Xavi. Xavi is not a coach. Like, he can't get Ansu Fati and Lewandowski to play together. Like, aren't you supposed to be this tiki taka, this like new Pep Guardiola? Nah, that guy's a bum as a coach. I don't even know why Barcelona. That's literally the Barcelona Pirlo in a sense.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Like Xavi wasn't ripe enough. Like Xavi needs more experience. That's literally it. And just because Barcelona's broke and didn't have anyone else, they're like, yeah, we'll throw this guy, get some nostalgia out of it, and yada yada yada. Like they crashed out of the Champions League to Inter of all clubs. Like, I mean, Bayern Munich, I get it, but like they couldn't get out of the group stages against
Inter, yeah,
Inter,
the team that doesn't ever get out of the group,
who lost 1-0 to Bologna today.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm sorry. And then you guys get knocked out by Man United. So that's all I'm doing. Just keeping my hands up, just kind of like,
Napoli 18 points clear now. I think it's pretty safe to say. I mean, their goal differential is 43. And this is the stat I'm looking at right now. Second place is Lazio with a 20 goal sorry, 20 goal differential. Third is us at 19. Torino has -1. So again, you're looking at, other than a few outliers, that game against Napoli, we've had, I think there's 2 games where we were extremely leaky. Everything else we've been pretty tight.
Napoli and Atalanta, both those games combined for 8. So you take out that 8 from there, it's technically 9 goals conceded just outside of those 2 games.
So it's a team that can't score against a team that can defend really well and will probably put 1 or 2 in.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm seeing. Of course, it's a derby. There's always that X factor.
It is. And then offensively, we're a lot better too. I think we're 6th? Because Napoli's ahead of us, Inter, Milan, and Lazio and Atalanta. Yeah, we're technically 6th offensively.
So I mean, yeah, our stats are
pretty decent.
They're decent all round. Yeah, all around our stats are pretty decent.
Yeah. So let's look at. So let's talk some Torino real quick. So I'll pull up their previous fixtures. So our good old city rival Torino. So let's dissect the Cremonese game here. So Cremonese Torino. So Cremonese, how they bottled this, I still don't know. So Cremonese essentially come back from being down 1-0 and then go 1 up, only for Torino to equalize at the end. So if we break down the statistics down here, so looking at it here is so Torino 15 total shots, 6 on target versus Cremonese with only 2. They actually had an expected goals 2.35, so it's actually the highest they've had that season against Cremonese. But again, Cremonese is the last team in the league.
Yeah, they don't do a whole lot.
Yeah, no. So this was actually so technically they might be in some technical form, but still, Torino's not really again the team that they're like kind of like how Fiorentina was against us, not really here or there. So then if we look at some previous matches, so the 1-0 loss against Milan, looking at their stats here, Torino actually produced more than Milan, but just couldn't convert. So 12 total shots, 5 off target, only 2 on the net.
This is Milan having a bad streak as well.
Yeah, and this is a really poor Milan squad as well. So again, expected goals 0.81. Not really creating much here. So again, they got shut out against Milan. And then we look at the Udinese game, the game they won. Bring it back down over here. So again, relatively similar competition. 4 shots on target. Not bad. Looks like they were just wasteful with their chances, kind of like Fiorentina. So 11 total shots, only 4, and they convert 1. So offensively, it's going to be a counter-attacking team. They're going to sit back, soak pressure, and then try to hit you on the counter.
And they play this 3-4-2-1. It looks
fairly
consistently throughout. And I mean, we don't know what we're gonna play anymore. That's sort of the big headline. If we're not okay, I'm gonna caveat this as I usually do. That's the big headline today. There's still 2 more days to this match, but allegedly, Chiesa and Pogba are training with the group and should be ready for Tuesday, along with Bonucci.
That's going to be interesting. Oh, that's going to be so fun to watch because technically we'll be at full strength. But kind of going up over again here to Torino, guys, out of all of these, they've only eclipsed 2 goals twice or once. So again, Empoli and them was a 2-2, but 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, 0, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal. They are not known for creating more than 1 goal. It is very difficult to see. This is a friendly, so I don't even count that.
The true Cartomuso?
Yeah.
But just worse?
Yep. So, and then, like, for example, again, they even drew 0-0 against Cremonese. 1-1. This game was canceled. This friendly was canceled, but another friendly, 1 goal, tied 1-1 with Roma. The last time they scored 2 goals was against Sampdoria, which was back in November. So it's kind of what it is. This is going to be a game that you guys got to create chances and come at them hard because it's really it. Because if we look at even the previous games that we've played against them, we've won 1-0, 1-1, 1-0, 2-2, 2-1. So the last time we really got a clean win off them at home, because this is the crazy thing, is we haven't won in the Allianz Stadium against them since December 5th of 2020.
No, and that's the thing. There always is that X factor. These derbies are always so tight, as you can see, all within one goal every game, if not tied completely up. So it's going to be tight.
Yeah, it's going to be really tight.
It's probably going to be a crap game. I'll be honest.
I think so.
Crap to watch.
Because, like, for example, let's look at this previous one that we had with them. So this is when we played them with Vlahovic getting that, like, rebound, that dink. So obviously 3-5-2. We played Big Mac, Locatelli, Rabiot, Kostic. Vlahovic got the goal. Keane. So this was interesting. So we had a 2.27 expected goals with 14 shots. They outshot us, but created absolutely nothing. They outpossessed us. We just had more chances and just good goalkeeping from them. Because I remember SMS, the Walmart SMS, actually played a really good game against us that time. So allegedly we were supposed to get more because we had 8 shots on target. So that was just lack of clinicalness.
Yeah, and that's what's going to kill us at the end of the day. If we don't finish our chances, the few chances that we may get, and we're probably going to have to throw a bit from outside the box in probably the spirit of Di Maria. If he can do something else like that, or, Vlahovic has had his free kicks. Locatelli, Rabiot have known to come in. So I think we're going to see a few of those. Maybe some nice crosses from Kostic to try to break the line as well. But we haven't seen anything kind of through ball. We haven't seen it in a while, I guess you should say. We haven't really broke the line across the ground very often the past few matches.
No, not at all. And this was last season when we played them, and that's ironic. You open up a last season Juve game and you see Dybala injured already off rip, so that's funny. But this one again, Delic with a header, and then the assist by Andrea Bellotti to get them, or Andrea getting back into the game. Looking at it statistically, this was an ugly game. One big chance to the one big chance.
Yeah,
I think we're better of a squad than we were, because if we look at the squad makeup, 4-3-3, we had Alvaro Morata, Bombala, Zakaria, Locatelli, and Rabiot, and
Pellegrini.
Yeah, Pellegrini too. I think, if we look at it this season, the projected lineup, this is technically a lot more of a step up. They haven't even released projected lineup.
No, we have no projected lineups yet. And just people here, I know he loves the young ones. Moretti is still a couple of weeks out from being healthy anyways, so you're not going to see him tomorrow.
Yeah. Does it say when he's coming back? The only one big question mark is Locatelli suspended.
Right.
So I wonder if they're going to run a midfield 2 or maybe a midfield 3. I'm not too sure how they would run.
I mean, we could do so much speculation if Pogba is back, if Chiesa is back.
Everyone's going to kind of freak out and think it's going to be Paredes that starts, and that's going to give everybody heartburn.
You might, and yes,
because you would have a 3-5-2. So let's do some calculations here. So, do we think Bonucci's ready to start? I say no.
I don't think so. No.
So Bremer's for sure in the game, Danilo's for sure in the game, and Sandro are for sure in the game. So those are your your back three,
most likely.
Kostic is your left wing back, and then you're gonna have Rabiot, who's 100% a starter. Then you're gonna have Paredes,
and then Fajoli, and then no Loca.
Yeah, Fajoli. I keep saying, I don't know why I was thinking of Loca, but so you have those, and then on the right you're gonna have probably Cuadrado starting
or DeCilio,
and then up top it's gonna be Dusan and Keane, maybe
Di Maria.
You think Di Maria is gonna start this game?
Yeah, I mean those are the toss-ups too, right? It's hard. 3-5-2 does seem likely though, because that's where we can kind of, other than midfield, we wouldn't have any subs in the midfield.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't.
So we might have to do a 2-man midfield. If Pogba's healthy, you can do the 4-2-3-1.
He technically is training with the squad, so
because you would put Pogba in the middle of that 3. Play the double pivot midfield. Then you can have Di Maria or Chiesa on the right. On the left, you'd have Kostic. Obviously, Vlahovic, Keane up top. 4-2-3-1. I'm going with the 4-2-3-1.
You're going with it?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just... Yeah, I'm going to put money down on that. Why not?
So we don't have any subs. Who's going to be next to Rabiot?
You'd have Paredes and Fajoli.
4-2-3-1.
Okay, in the 2, right? I was thinking the 3-5-2. So Fajoli and Rabiot, the 2-man. Yeah,
I just typed them in. Damn it.
Yeah, why would I? Obviously.
You're thinking.
Yeah,
Chiesa's not going to start.
No, but you put. Okay, yeah, and just put Pogba in where Chiesa is.
But does Pogba have starting capabilities?
Then what you can do, and obviously I'm just spitballing, if he doesn't have starting capabilities, you put Di Maria in there Chiesa outright, or you have to start Illing
Or you do this.
for 2-1-3.
No, you do this, but you put
Quad. We haven't seen him play on the right wing at all, though. So
no, but I mean he's naturally a right winger, though.
I know, but we haven't seen him. Gaetano's here. How's it going, Gaetano? Regardless, the only substitute if you do the 2-man midfield is going to be Paredes.
Yeah.
And if you have a 3-man midfield, you
technically Pogba too, if he's healthy.
Yeah, it's true if he's healthy. But again, he's probably not going to play the full 90.
No, I don't think so. I think him and Di Maria are going to alternate. I don't think Di Maria's playing 90. I think. Go ahead.
So I just think with how tentative Bonucci, Chiesa, and Pogba are, it's going to be very much like close to a game time decision. It's going to, like, whatever we get tomorrow is probably going to be wrong.
No, absolutely. I mean, but this is technically with the personnel that we have. This makes the most sense.
We can definitely do that.
Because, like, yeah, we could do it. And I think because having Fagioli and Di Maria link up in the midfield moves the ball really, really good. It's just whether or not how effective Cuadrado could be on the right wing.
Fagioli's back there in the 2-man pivot.
He's in the pivot, Gaetano.
I like that, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if I actually trust that to happen.
I know, but what else would they run? Because if we were to do a 3-4-3, I don't even think we could do a 3-4-3.
No, because you need the midfield.
Yeah, you would have to throw in Paredes, and Paredes has not been effective as a starter.
I mean, you could do crazy things like a 4-2-2-2, which is like a 4-4-2.
That's not Allegri, though.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of things that can be done. This sort of makes the most sense, I feel, but I have no idea. I don't know. Do you guys think, or what do you guys think? Do you guys think? I mean, that's a question. Do you guys think? It's just like that guy that asked me, do I even have a job?
Wasn't that Bones?
No, that was somebody on the Twitch.
Oh.
Speaking of which, guys, tomorrow, Twitch. That's where we're at, Mondays. That's going to be changing, though, it looks like.
It will be changing the month of March, but tomorrow... Is it me and you, or is it us three?
I'm assuming it's us three.
Okay. I keep forgetting when he's going to be on vacation.
Yeah, 2 days ago. I don't know. Okay, we'll figure. We'll be at least on the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pepe's in France right now.
I was going to say because we gotta work on show notes.
Show notes.
Yeah, because we gotta structure it. Yeah, we're actually organized on Twitch. Here we just like to, shoot from the hip.
No, I'm usually pretty locked in. Today there just wasn't that much, so I just
Yeah, that's
right.
It's
Sunday. I'm on muscle relax, and I don't really care. I'm just gonna flow with it.
I'm the cowboy here. I shoot from the hip.
Yeah,
but Gaetano says, I think Pogba will be back in shape when the season is over. I see what you did there.
Of course.
I see what you did there. But guys in the chat, shoot us some starting formations. We'll kind of play around with this, but this is what Dave and I are thinking. We're thinking possibly a 4-2-3-1, just due to the folks that we have currently available. And yeah, guys, shoot a formation for us. We'll play around with it a little bit. We got some time. We got some time here because I think today's short because we also have some other stuff that we're working on this week too, and it's. Post knots. Not really much to talk about post knots unless there's something that you guys want to talk about. And not really anything trendy has happened over the past few days.
It has actually been quite quiet. The biggest deal was Di Maria for 2-3 days now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the news, Di Maria. There's a couple transfer rumors. I don't know. It just pissing into the wind right now.
So Gaetano says, do you think Bremer can play in a back four? He said he could. He said he could. He said it in a pregame press conference where he said, I can play in any formation, either a back three or a back four. So allegedly he can. And then Pipo talks about Gatti. I forgot about Gatti.
Did you?
The Monza game buried him for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's not my favoriteest right now.
Yeah, it's just, and then also like the fact that we're not hearing much about him kind of shows what Allegri views him as or values him,
Yeah.
which, it sucks for him. But again, you can't, the thing is like sports is a really cruel world. Cause like the thing is especially if you don't have much of a resume, you don't really have much of a margin for error. So when you're looking at it from a managerial perspective, where it's like, say that I have two guys and one guy, he's consistently a 7.5 or an 8, and he gives me that every game. I'm gonna play him over the guy that gives me 110 out of every 15 games, but the other games are 5s. So like, and that's the thing where it's like I said the same thing about Illing as well, where it's like, guys, these guys, if these guys want to break onto the team, they got to ball out in practice. Because if you're balling out in practice or if you're balling out in the garbage time minutes that you get, coach is going to have to play you. Because, like, you think about it, and this isn't me knocking Illing Jr. at all, but, like, you look outside of the Benfica game, he hasn't really popped off in the minutes that he's gotten. Where it's like, I'm happy that we signed him because I think he's going to be a valuable asset long term. But then it's also, I think about the contract that the club offered him it was only a 2-year deal. Where it's like, you look at the other youngsters, they're going for 4
Yeah,
or 5.
he was an interesting prospect. I think part of it was this cock blocking Inter. I think it was Inter that they were trying to
Yes.
block on that one. Yeah, so sometimes you're just doing it to screw over your arch rival,
I
essentially.
mean, we did that with Bremer.
And that, yes, we definitely did that with Bremer. But Bremer was also Serie A Defender of the Year last year, so not some Serie B dude that looked all right. Bit of a
Yeah.
difference.
Are you saying Gatti or Illing was the pump for Inter?
Gatti. Yeah, Gatti was the
Oh, I thought you were saying Inter or Illing.
no.
Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, for me, Gotti's got to show a little bit more. And Serie B, Serie A, I get it. But like, also remember, guys, Fagioli played for Cremonese and helped him get back up to Serie A, and he's adjusted a lot better than Gatti has. So I don't know. I think Gatti to me is like a Rugani 2.0.
Yeah, a little bit. But we'll see. He is 24, a little
Yeah,
young
he
for a
can still
defender.
grow. I mean, he can still grow. Well, it's not like, the guy's done and dusted, but I don't know. It's just the more and more it looks like it, where it's like he's starting to kind of show me those like Rugani vibes where it's like you call him up, he gets the job done, and that's it. It's not like I don't think he's gonna be like a world beater or anything like that. To be honest, I'd be surprised if he makes it past preseason next year.
Yeah, we'll see. He might.
Hey, anything can change.
Summer. Yeah,
Yeah,
summer. You
anything
don't
can
know.
change. Of course, anything can change. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about him. But looking at this lineup, I don't know who else. Like the question is who replaces Sandro at left back? I'm sure Sandro's going to play the full 90.
Probably. Or we've seen DeCilio move over there and Quadrado come in.
That could be it.
Depending. Yeah, I mean, you might have to put Chiesa up top, subbing Illing. Again, we're splitting hairs. Tomorrow, how about this? It is a light night. It's Sunday. We always go a little bit shorter on Sunday again. Doesn't matter. But tomorrow on the Twitch, we'll definitely have a bit better of an idea what's going on. And I mean, it's Allegri, so it doesn't matter anyways. But figure it out on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, again, because there's not really much news that's out there right now. So usually, again, you get the pregame and all that fun stuff. And I think there was, like, for example, some comments that Agnelli made about like the Super League and kind of like the whole.
Yeah, he made a few kind of remarks. He was making, I should say, make fun, but the PSG president there was El Khalifi.
That guy is just a troll at this point. Oh my gosh! Like I remember he was like threatening to beat like the referees because he took an L to Real Madrid. That guy's a goof.
Yeah, he's just a spoiled prince brat, whatever. I don't know, oil money dude. But Allegri basically called him out, saying, "It's like, yeah, he's a good dude, whatever." But more or less, like I'm definitely paraphrasing here, but basically saying, yeah, he's got his hands in UEFA's pockets. He's not gonna do the Super League thing. And he also alluded to the fact that, yeah, it was good. We had an actual tournament structure within UEFA that people were agreeing on, but then there was a lot of pushback from so many other teams, like mid-table teams, for instance. I guess it helps the smaller teams because it gets them in playing more, getting more money. It helps the big teams because, I mean, they're the ones creating it. They kind of have the control. And the middle, it's kind of like the middle class always gets screwed, eh?
Well, so the thing is like, so the interesting thing that you mentioned about that was actually federations that opposed it, governing bodies of countries.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like interesting.
Assessing my Italian here. Penso che Chiesa giocare martedì. Saying, do you think Chiesa is playing on Tuesday?
He's training with the
Yeah.
team, so him and Pogba are both training with the team, so they're both I would say they're game time decisions. They're both questionable. I think we'll find out tomorrow when they do the final practice.
Yeah. It says we have many matches in the month of March, and we will play every 3 days. Someone has to rest on Tuesday. Yeah, of course. I mean, they will. Obviously, somebody will have to sit. It's just a matter of who, because the midfield, we're so light on the midfield right now. And Pogba, if Pogba comes back, maybe not so bad. Again, it's just it's 2 days and it's way too early to tell.
I think Chiesa plays it. I think Chiesa subs in. I don't think Chiesa starts off scratch, Gaetano. I think, and to be honest with you, I kind of like the idea of like having Chiesa come in as a substitute, because I said that about Vlahovic against Notts, where everyone was kind of like up in arms when they were saying that Keane is going to start, where I'm like, yeah, but you're better off having Vlahovic sub in, because then Notts is like, oh crap, how do we adjust here? So like the thing is like right now, especially how Juve's got kind of not really much of a bench, if not any, you got to have a little bit of wrenches that you can throw in a club's plans, because like for example, if I'm Ivan Juric, I'm scheming to shut Vlahovic down, but what happens if Vlahovic doesn't start and it's Keane? Then his game plan's completely, moot. It's garbage at that point. Where it's like, okay, great, and think of it this way, like playing in that formation that we threw up there, the etch and sketch formation, where it's like, okay, great, Torino's doing a great job holding Kostic down, and then now Chiesa comes in. And then, like, for example, Di Maria is being locked down, now Pogba comes in. Like, having that ability throws coaches off a lot, and it's difficult to scheme. Like, I'm sure Notts did not expect Keane to start over Vlahovic that game. Dave, I think you muted yourself.
Yeah, no, I did, because the dogs are barking, yelling at things. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll go at it tomorrow for an hour and a half at least. So screw it. Let's not beat a dead horse. We'll call this one short today. Dash, you've just come back online anyways. You probably have some, I don't know, grocery shopping or something. You probably had to eat your whole freezer, didn't you? Cold enough outside, maybe?
No, it was cold enough. I mean, like
Okay.
my house's temperature dropped to like 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which
That's
is
a
like
little chilly.
2 or 3 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's only a few degrees for sure.
Yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks. Oh man. Well, yeah, take care of yourself. I mean, you've probably been taking care of everyone else this past few days, so
I had to take care of our adoring fans.
yeah.
I saw Ellie's comment on the top, and I'm just like, Ellie, I miss you too.
Yeah, you made it back. That being said, we released 3 shorts this weekend of all the goals from Di Maria. I did the fan, I am the fan, I guess. The goal reaction that released this morning, and
That didn't involve him punching a ceiling.
did not punch the ceiling. No. Yeah. Stay tuned. Twitch tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have Tuesday is the game. I took off a Tuesday because there was a game. I can't remember it was this Tuesday or I don't know. We'll let you know if there's a watch along. So it's at a horrible time.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of just got this news coming in. So allegedly, Juventus has allocated 2,000 tickets for Torino fans to go to the Allianz Stadium, and only 360 of them have been sold.
Oh yeah, they boycotted it. Other than that, the stadium is sold out.
And Kevin's going to be there, so we'll have some footage from Kevin.
Yeah, the Kevin footage. So what time is that?
The Torino game? I think it's 2:45 our time.
45. Okay, I should be able to make that. It's gonna be tight, but I should be able to make it.
Ooh. And let me double check my calendar because I think I will be there as well. So
Gaetano, don't be sorry about the Italian. I got to learn anyways.
we got to learn anyways. We're on the official this Twitch, and we know each.
Yeah, those guys yell at us all the time in Italian, so
it's okay. And then yeah, no, absolutely. And the other thing too is I will be getting the new Milkman logo, so I will be showing that to you guys. So potentially going on the store soon.
Sweet. Like it. Love it. Beauty. Yeah, if we win the Derby, we go 6 points behind Atlanta in 6th place. We're climbing it. It's looking good.
I think we can.
Good.
You know how funny that would be if we hit Champions League qualification without the 15 points back?
We might. I feel it.
I got a good feeling too.
I have a puppy. A puppy's inbound.
Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for watching this short one. We're gonna do the kind of do a quick sign off, guys. We're gonna have more stuff tomorrow on Twitch when we break it down with Beppe. So we'll be talking with Beps tomorrow. The other thing as well is we will be releasing a podcast episode. We're filming it Tuesday, and we're gonna drop it probably Wednesday. I would say. Also, follow Dave's dog content on YouTube. Dave does have like puppy content on YouTube that you guys can watch.
Why would you give me the black? Black is very hard to show up on camera.
It looks pretty clear, guys. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Powered Back On show with Dash and Dave, because we are officially back. Because what's the point of having a single D when you could have double Ds?
This is true.
That is very true.
Double the pleasure, double the fun.
Penis joke, single D, double D. Everybody gets the D. But anyways, everybody, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you do the good old like and sub, because I hate doing this YouTube like and sub stuff. Listen to Peepo, guys, because Peepo says it 100 times. Do it for Peepo. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you tomorrow on Twitch. Ciao. Or I'm done. Just take it away, Dave.
Drop. Yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. And yes, Gaetano, I have all different colors. More to come. I'll show you all my puppies. Yeah, catch you on the next one. Love you all. Take care.